Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca Skogan Beauty. I am so excited for this video because I got the new Sol de Janeiro fragrance mist. I'm so excited. Okay, so I bought these the very first day they came out from the Sephora app. They come out like early on the Sephora app, and I got them because I was like, okay, here was my thought process. I was like, should I wait until the Sephora sale where I could get them for 20% off? Or I could get them from the Sol de Janeiro website, where if you get them in the set of 3, because these are $25 a piece, which would be $75, right? If you got them from the Sol de Janeiro website, I believe it was $68. So there's a little bit of savings, right? So I was like, should I get them from Sol de Janeiro, where there's a little savings, but from Sephora, before the sale, no savings. $25 each, $75. Thoughts for you if you want to purchase them. So if I got them from Sol de Janeiro, I would get some Sol de Janeiro like points. And it's good to have points on their website because if you get to certain like tiers, you can get free shipping. And they have other rewards, but I feel like the free shipping one is the best. Anyways, so I was contemplating getting it from there, but I had $15 of Sephora rewards because I have a credit card with Sephora that I shouldn't have, just because of me. And then I also had some award code points that I get from my job because like coworkers send me them or my boss sends them to me because I'm doing a good job at work. And you can only like turn in those award code points for gift cards for like well-known places. I can't get them for Sol de Janeiro. I can get them for Ulta. I can get them for Sephora. I can get them for TJ Maxx, but I can't get them for Sol de Janeiro. So I had $30 of award code points. So all in all, I had $45 worth of monies. And so I made the decision to get these through Sephora. And so I was able to get them for about 30 bucks. And I was like, that's worth it to me. Plus, I get them before the Sephora sale so I can put them up now early so that I can recommend them to you guys for the Sephora sale or not, based on I guess what kind of smells you guys like, right? Cool. Okay, I saw how these were pronounced. Sol de Janeiro put up a video and I listened to how they were pronounced. So I'm gonna try to do my best on how they were pronounced on the Sol de Janeiro video. And it was Agua Mística, okay? And then we have this, they said Dança. Instead of, I would have said Danca or Dança? Dança sounds good. Dança Mística. And then Flor Mística. So those are the 3 that came out, okay? Cool. I'm so excited. And I love this color scheme. This is probably this Kelly green color is probably one of my favorite colors in the world. So, and knowing the scent notes on this one, I kind of was thinking this would be the ones that I would like the least. And I was like, should I even get it? Because I don't know if I'm going to like the smell of this, but I was kind of swindled. I swindled myself because of the color. Anywho, let's talk about this blue one first. Okay, so Agua Mística. The scent notes are, it says, take the plunge with fresh notes of Neroli water, tangerine, and salty skin accord. So to me, I'm thinking, okay, this one is going to be kind of like a skin scent, kind of like Glossier You or Fleur Missing Person, that they're kind of skin scent because it says that skin accord, and it is also kind of like salty, that it's going to be a little bit just kind of a personal scent. It's not going to have a lot of like throw, and it's not going to just have a lot of that oomph. Boy, was I wrong. It has a lot of oomph and it is amazing. I think it's that tangerine because it has fresh notes of neroli waters and tangerine. I smell that tangerine. So the top notes, I'm smelling a lot of tangerine. But then the longer you smell it, it gets down to kind of clean. It smells clean. And I think that might be the neroli waters and maybe the skin accord. And so it has a clean smell to it. I would say not in like a lemon pledge kind of clean. It isn't like, I was going to say medicinal, but it's not like a offensive to your nose clean. It's a happy orange tangerine. It's nice. It's really nice. And I am going to bring in this one. This is the Do Not Disturb one. This one came out a couple of years ago. I don't know. But this one, obviously, they remind me of each other. I mean, yeah, right? Come on. I wonder why they remind you of each other. They not only look like each other, but they kind of smell a little bit similar. But this one is better. This new one is much better. So this one, this Do Not Disturb has, it says the first day of vacay, feeling in a sheer floral scent with notes of airy mimosa flower. So this one had neroli water, not flower, but, and this has mimosa flower, warm musk, fresh linens, and soft vanilla. So this one to me is really just very clean. Clean. A very nice, like laundry smelling clean. And this one has a little bit of that laundry smelling clean to it, but it's happier. It's more of that summertime with the orange and the citrus. And so I like this one a lot more. Whereas this one, I don't use it very often. You might be able to tell that I don't use it very often because it's too clean. And for Sol de Janeiro, I feel like Sol de Janeiro smells are just so sweet and happy. And this one to me is too clean. I'm glad I have it because I'm glad I have all of my Sol de Janeiro smells, but I'm so glad that this one has the clean, but it also brings in that fruity, citrusy smell. So this one is a win in my book. I am so glad I got it, worth every penny. I accidentally got some lipstick on it, so let's not, I was bringing it up to my mouth or my nose to smell it, and lipstick. Let's not talk about it. So the next one is Dança Mística, and it is Samba into Twilight with sparkling notes of purple, fig, warm vanilla, and sandalwood. I do not have any fig perfumes, and I think I may know why. Because fig is not my favorite. It's weird because if you know what fig smells like, this is me just explaining what fig smells like, but it's a little bit fruity, but not in like a fruit that I like. You know what I mean? Like everybody has different fruits that they like. It's like almost like gourmand kind of a little bit. And I'm like, that it just doesn't make sense in my brain. There shouldn't be a gourmand fruit. So I'm getting that fig note, which is a little bit fruity, but a little bit just not the best fruit. Like I guess to me, I like citruses. I like berries. I like strawberries. I like pineapple. I don't love fig. Anyways, but that's the first note. After that, it settles and we get that vanilla and sandalwood comes in. I guess I'm glad that those come in because I do like vanilla and sandalwood for fragrances. And so it does bring it together where I can be like, okay, that's nice. Together as a package deal with the fig and the vanilla and the sandalwood, I'm like, oh, that comes together well. Just the fig, the top note that first flashes, I'm like, ooh, that's fig. So if you like fig, you will like this. This reminds me of the Sol de Janeiro After Hours, because this one surprised me because it was more of a sandalwood, a nighttime kind of perfume, which doesn't kind of remind me of Sol de Janeiro. Sol de Janeiro, the majority of their fragrances are bright and summery and happy and fruity smelling. And so these two remind me of each other because they're more sultry. They're more nighttime fragrances, After Hours. And I think this one might actually have a new name now. Did I write it down somewhere? No, some of them I write it down what they are because I can't remember. But anywho, this is Get Lost in the Rhythms of Rio with velvety notes of midnight jasmine, blackcurrant, and amber woods that wrap around you and linger into the night. They have good writers. So, okay. So when I said it reminds me of this one, it's mostly just because they're both kind of like sultry, nighttime fragrances. They don't smell anything alike. This one is like, have you smelled Into the Night from Bath & Body Works? It smells like that, but it's called After Hours. But anyways, it's fruity. And wait, no, wrong one. That was the one with the lipstick. That's the fig one. Okay, this After Hours is fruity, but also I think it might be that jasmine and yeah, the midnight jasmine that makes it like luxurious and sensual. It's very nice. It's a very nice nighttime fragrance. So, but I also feel like this is kind of a nighttime, like fall fragrance. And I feel like it's because of that, the vanilla and the sandalwood. So I am not going to use this summertime. I'm going to put this away and use it during fall time because to me, this is a fall fragrance. For you, it could be whatever you want it to be, but I just feel like this is more of a fall fragrance. Okay, last but not least, especially not least because this one's my favorite out of all of them, the Flor Mística. This one so good. This smells like summer in a bottle. Okay, so it is kind of more of that sunscreen smell, which I love, I love, I love. It says, feel the first kiss of sunlight with dreamy notes of orange blossom, flamingo flower, and golden musk. Which is interesting because I don't feel like usually the sunscreen smells have any of that. Like they have coconut and like frangipani, but maybe flamingo flower? I don't know. And I feel like orange blossom, I grew up in Arizona and we had orange trees everywhere. And so I grew up with orange blossoms. And this doesn't really have an orange blossom smell to it. But I love it. I love it. And orange blossoms don't actually smell like orange. Like, I feel like that is a fallacy. Like, people think that maybe orange blossoms smell like oranges. They smell like flowers. They're just the flowers that bloom after the oranges are done. So, I feel like this has an orange smell to it, which I love, but I don't know if it's really orange blossom. But I don't care. I don't care because it's delicious. It smells like sunscreen with orange, like an orangey kind of tangerine-y sunscreen. That's what I'm gonna go with. Does that exactly define what it smells like? I don't know, but to me, that's what I'm gonna go with, which it reminds me of from years past, tan lines, which is now called something else. 87. I wrote it on here. It was 87. It's 87. Yes. Remind me to write down what this one is. Because it is not. Actually, one of you guys, tell me, what is it? Because it's not After Hours anymore. They've come out with it again and given it a number. Anywho, tan lines. So, again, I wonder why they remind me of each other. But I'm glad they came out with another like tan lines kind of smell, because they actually brought this back as 87 because it was a favorite of everybody's. I need to get a new one of those. Mine is smelling a little bit of the carrier alcohol instead of actual tan lines. Maybe this Sephora sale I should pick up 87 right away. My Flor Mística is smelling better because it's brand new. It's not old. This tan lines is smelling like sunblock, sunscreen. So this one has more of that true like coconut and frangipani and sunscreen smell to it. Whereas this means nothing to you. You're like, what? This Flor Mística has a little bit of that citrus. This is a good one. So out of all three of them, for a ranking, and is my ranking going to be the same as your ranking? No, we have different noses. We have different body chemistries. But I would say Flor Mística is number one. Then Agua Mística, then Dança Mística, which is what I kind of predicted. I kind of knew that I wasn't a huge fan of fig, but I still like this one because of that sandalwood and vanilla, and I'm glad I have it. I'm also really glad I have it because I like to have a collection of these for videos, and I think it'll be really good for a fall fragrance. These ones will be really good for spring and summer. So really good. I recommend them. Amazing. I recommend these two the most though. All right, well, if you liked this video, like this video. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. And most importantly, be nice to yourself. Have a great day. Bye.